let's be real for a second. There's a pretty good chance you've already been hacked. You just don't know it yet. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the invisible digital threats that can completely take over your life, all through that little device you're probably holding in your hand right now. Just think about that for a moment. Every time your phone pings, every alert you get, it could have a shadow, a digital echo that's landing on some server thousands of miles away. We're talking millions of devices getting compromised every single year, and not through some crazy Hollywood-style heist. Nah, it's through simple, everyday actions we all take. So how on earth does this actually happen? Well, it all starts with what we call an invisible compromise. See, these attacks are designed to be completely silent. They just slip right past the security we all think is protecting us, like antivirus software. They don't make a sound. And just to give you a sense of the scale here, get this. Just this year, 1 out of every 3 people in India got a phishing attempt. That's a tricky message designed to fool you into giving something away. It's like the first knock on your digital door. And all it takes is for one person to open that door, and the attacker just walks right in. This isn't some rare event. It's a constant, non-stop barrage. And this is what makes it so different and so terrifying. Unlike someone breaking into your house, there are no alarms. Your phone doesn't flash a big "warning, you've been hacked" message. Your bank doesn't call you. Everything just seems normal, while in the background, your entire digital life is being taken apart, piece by piece. So what is the secret digital key that lets hackers get in so quietly? Okay, let's break down the actual tool they use, because this isn't just about stealing a password. This is about them getting a master key to your whole house. The whole process it's deceptively simple. It usually starts with a message that's designed to make you feel trusted or rushed, a fake alert from your bank, a really tempting job offer, or an urgent app update. You tap the link, and it asks you to install an app that looks totally fine. But the second you hit install, a secret digital backdoor swings wide open on your device. The tool that creates this backdoor is called a Remote Access Trojan, or a RAT for short. And honestly, the name says it all. It's a Trojan because it hides inside a program that looks harmless, and it gives the attacker remote access, which means total control over your phone or computer from anywhere in the world. All right, now this is where it gets really, really unsettling. What does an attacker actually see once they have this key? It's way more than just your data. It's like they have a live front row seat to your most private moments. So let's really think about that for a second. What's on your phone right now that would be the most damaging if someone else saw it? Your photos? Your private messages? Your bank info? Well, unfortunately, the real answer is all of it, and then some. The amount of access they get is it's terrifying. They can turn on your camera, front and back, whenever they want. They can listen in through your microphone. They can read every single text message you send, including, those important one-time passcodes from your bank. They see who you call, they can steal your saved passwords, and they can track exactly where you are in real time. It's a complete invasion of your life. And here's the real kicker. You don't need to be some elite, state-sponsored hacker to do this. These tools, these rats we just talked about, are often available for free online. You can literally find tutorials on private messaging channels that will teach anyone with just basic computer skills how to use them. It's basically democratized hacking, and that makes every single one of us a potential target. Okay, that was a lot of bad news. But here's the good news. You are not powerless here, not even close. There are simple, really powerful steps you can take right now to lock your digital door and make it so much harder for anyone to get in. So let's walk through 3 things you can do immediately. First off, check for anything weird. These malicious apps are almost always hungry for resources. So on your phone, just go into your settings and take a look at your battery usage by app. If some app you barely ever use is suddenly at the top of that list, that is a huge red flag. Same thing with your data. If you see a sudden weird spike in data usage, it could mean an app is secretly sending your info out. Second, you need to become the strict bouncer for your own phone. Go into your app settings and start looking at permissions. Does that puzzle game really need access to your microphone? Does that photo editor need to know your live location? Come on. If an app has permission to use your camera, your mic, and your location, and it absolutely doesn't need it to function, just revoke that permission right now. And finally, here it is. The single most powerful defense you can possibly use is app-based multi-factor authentication. A lot of us get those 2-factor codes through SMS texts, right? But the thing is, those can be intercepted. If you use an app like Google Authenticator or Authy instead, the code is generated securely right there on your device, which makes it nearly impossible for a hacker to grab it. So, just how big of a difference does this one change make? Well, the data is just staggering. The numbers show that using app-based MFA can block up to 99.9% of these kinds of attacks. It takes your account from being incredibly vulnerable to being basically bulletproof. It's like upgrading your front door lock from a simple little latch to a full-on bank vault door. So as we wrap this up, the takeaway is pretty clear. The threats out there are silent, they're constant, and they are easier to use than ever before. But here's the thing, so are the defenses. This whole digital battlefield, it isn't some far-off idea. It's happening right here on the devices we carry with us every day. So the only question left is your digital door locked tonight?